These are times when NFL players got revenge during NFL games, and the first one might get someone fired. In the 2024 offseason, the New York Giants were in the pickle. Their star running back, Saquon Barkley, was set to hit free agency, and due to poor cap management, the Giants decided not to re-sign him and let him hit the open market, which was a huge mistake. Just a few hours into free agency, Barkley signed with the Giants' biggest rival, the Philadelphia Eagles. And what made things even worse is that the whole saga unfolded on camera during Hard Knocks.
I think just mulling over this, the right thing to do is let you test the market and see what your value is.
I'm gonna have a tough time sleeping if Saquon goes to Philadelphia, I'll tell you that.
So after he signed with the Eagles, everyone was looking forward to the game in Week 7 when the former Giant returned to New York for the first time. And Barkley made sure his former team paid for losing him.
And Barkley turns the corner, and there he goes! Oh, baby. Straight ahead, big hole for Barkley. There he goes. Yeah, in your division against your guys. God. And there goes Barkley. He's already had 2 big runs. Let's tack on another one. Barkley has it in a crowd. They're going to push. And he is in for a touchdown.
The All-Pro had an insane day against his former club, finishing with 176 yards, just a few shy of his single-game record to that point. In fact, Barkley had the opportunity to set his new career best, but decided to show the Giants a little mercy.
You're 13 yards away from your career high. I would love for you to get that, but that's up to you.
It's all good. You good? Let them eat.
You sure?
Yeah, good. Promise.
The Eagles running back went on to have a historic season, finishing with over 2,000 rushing yards, winning Offensive Player of the Year, a Super Bowl, and setting the NFL record for the most rushing yards in a season, including the playoffs. Letting Barkley go was such a historically abysmal move that it could lead to the Giants' general manager getting fired. But this next player got revenge after one of the best players in the NFL made fun of him. In 2021, Deebo Samuel was starting to pop off. Halfway through the season, the 49ers receiver was second in the league in receiving yards and was preparing to play his division rival, the Los Angeles Rams. But Samuel had some extra motivation going into this game. The year before, after beating the Rams on Sunday Night Football, Aaron Donald threw some shade towards the Niners star.
How do you prepare for a guy like Deebo Samuel, a unique player? How do you game plan for a guy like that?
Who?
Deebo Samuel.
Who's that?
So when they met again on primetime in 2021, Samuel made sure that Donald never forgot who he was.
3rd down and 3, quick throw, what a catch. Samuel stays upright. Terrific catch and run. One-on-one with Ramsey. Can't bring him down. Samuel, highlight reel. On 1st down and goal, Samuel takes the handoff out of the backfield and into the end zone.
Deebo went insane. He tallied over 100 total yards and 2 total touchdowns, blowing out their rivals in the process. And I think it's safe to say that the future Hall of Famer learned his lesson, even joking about his prior comments before another game.
And what kind of problems does Deebo Samuel present for you guys?
Who's that? No.
But this player was able to get his revenge that was 2 years in the making. In college football, teams like to disrespect their opponents by planting their school's flag at the midfield of their opponent. And one of the most famous occurrences of this was when Baker Mayfield did it against Ohio State in 2017. But little did Mayfield know, he would pay for doing that a couple of years later. In 2019, the Browns and 49ers faced off on Monday Night Football. And one of the defenders he was going against was rookie star Nick Bosa, who was on that Ohio State team that he beat 2 years ago. And let's just say, that moment helped fuel the Niners rookie during their game.
Pressure from Bosa, and it is intercepted by Richard Sherman. Mayfield trying to get away, and the ball comes loose, and the 49ers recover, and it's Nick Bosa with the football. Chubb trying to get to the outside and unable to do so. Pressure again, and he goes down again, as is Nick Bosa. Mayfield taken down again as he just gets rid of the ball. And it was Bosa. What a first half out of this rookie.
Bosa completely popped off against Cleveland, having 2 sacks, a forced fumble, and a recovery, and was able to get to Mayfield 5 times, getting back at the former Oklahoma QB for disrespecting his college 2 years ago. Not only that, but Bosa revealed afterwards that he was getting into Mayfield's head as well.
I don't usually talk, but this game, he had it coming, but he didn't say one word back, so.
What'd you say, just an example?
I was just screaming his name, like, hey, girl, hey, girl, you good? Come on, pick it up, we want a challenge.
This next player was not only able to get revenge on his former team, but had a historic performance doing so. Khalil Mack was one of the best defenders in the NFL during the mid-2010s, and in 2018 was looking for a massive contract extension. But the Raiders weren't willing to give him one, so Mack decided to hold out from the team, which lasted into the preseason. That's when Oakland decided to trade away their star defender to the Chicago Bears. And by 2022, he found his way to his former rival, the LA Chargers. He had a 3-sack game against his original team to kick off his Chargers career, and the next year, he decided to one-up himself against the Raiders by going absolutely nuclear.
Fullback and tight end in, 2nd down 5, and here Khalil Mack gets Josh Jacob. Look out for Mack! 2nd down and 6. Here comes Mack. Ball knocked away. That's a fumble. Illuminor the block. Oh, more. He fumbled again. Here they come again. He gets it's number 5. O'Connell. Here comes Mack. Number 6. Number 6.
Versus the team that drafted him, refused to pay him, and then traded him away, Mack was able to record 6 sacks, the second most ever in an NFL game. This was something that only 6 other players have done in NFL history. If they had given him the contract that he wanted back in 2018, he could have been doing that for the Raiders instead of against them. But this next moment is what happens when an NFL player chooses clout over respect. In 2020, Juju Smith-Schuster started to make a name for himself, but in a bad way. During away games, he would whip out his phone and record a pregame TikTok of him dancing on the opposing team's midfield logo.
Corvette, hop in a motherfucking jet like that. Him and that like that. They were like, Pop, why you all like that? Why you tall like that?
But with the team on a losing streak late into the season, he was told to stop doing the TikToks, but refused to listen. And in week 15, he recorded one dancing on the Bengals midfield logo.
Hop in a motherfucking jet like that. Him and that like that. They were like, Pop, why you all like that? Why you tall like that? Why you all like that?
Well, Cincinnati didn't take too kindly to that, and early on in the game, they made him pay for it.
Pressure from the Bengals. Roethlisberger, Juju Smith-Schuster is blown up, and the whistle's blown.
Not only did the Bengals obliterate Smith-Schuster, they held him to just 15 yards on 3 catches, taking down the Steelers 27-17 in one of the most embarrassing losses on the year. And after that, Juju decided to no longer disrespect the logos of his opponents. And if you thought any of those revenge moments were insane, you should check out these plays, which were even crazier.